Um, I think we have everything but season one on Rejects Radio. So Izzy wanted to make a Super Bowl banner for all that shit, and I was like, I just don't have the energy to get the champions.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, PT's popping. Holy shit. All right, everyone, we are live on Rejects Radio here. I'm joined today by my favorite co-commish, Mr. Mike Mattis, Milky Man. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Draft
Doing
day,
good.
always a good day.
Draft day, always the best day of the year. Legends are drafted. People are gonna remember who you picked. People are gonna remember who you missed on. People figure out who they're gonna stat pad for their awards. It's always a good day for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And today we've got a couple of guests coming on today to talk about them being in the draft.
We got Todd Rubes, #1 cornerback prospect. Jacob Madrid, #1 QB prospect. Ethan Newton, #1 center prospect, and Jack Wooster, potential first-round quarterback, and potentially a couple more that we haven't got confirmation on yet. After that,
Sorry, I had to get my blanket here. I'm back, guys. Don't worry. All right.
just gonna sit down, talk to these guys, talk to them about the process, what they're looking for, maybe talk some rumors.
Yep.
You never know.
And actually, we're a couple minutes behind schedule, but that's okay. I was just making sure my chat box is working here. I always have problems with it, but on the schedule here, we've got some viewers in here. I don't have a viewer count just yet, well, that's okay. Our first guest here is going to be Todd. You know him, you love him as depressed Lions fan. We've got all kinds of fun anecdotes about him. He wanted to quit the league, but we just bodied him into staying. So there's that.
He wasn't allowed to.
Without further ado, Todd, how are you doing, buddy?
What's up?
It's a big day, huh? About to be drafted.
Oh yeah, hopefully top 15. It is what it is though.
Todd, I think you're going to go top 15, to be honest with you. I think a
mean,
lot of
if I
people
do,
need corners.
Gotta prove them wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people need their corners, so I think you should be in good shape.
As you see in general, all people are talking about is 40 times, so they're all looking for that cheese corner to stop that cheese wide receiver.
I mean, especially that 6'10" wide receiver or 6'7",
Yeah,
Pretty cheese.
he looks pretty legit. I mean, just looking
I
at
don't
your
know, pretty
player
cheese
card,
if you ask me.
just looking at your player card, you ran a 4.4 flat. That's
It's pretty
Pretty
fucking
quick.
fast, dude.
Oh man, yeah, I mean, blazing fast.
Yep. Todd, what do you think some of your strengths are as a player?
Obviously speed.
Uh-huh. You're not a real big
I'm
guy,
so-
aren't you?
No, I'm not, but I'm ugly, so I can just blind the other wide receivers.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean,
it's positive.
Todd, I think
mean,
you're
just
a
looking-
handsome man.
I
was
mean,
looking
you can
over-
think that, but I mean, I know the truth. So,
Just looking over my notes here, it says you're great in zone coverage, but sometimes you struggle in man, and they said you have tight hips.
Oh, damn.
What do you
I
have
mean-
to say to your haters?
can't be good at everything at first. You gotta slowly develop.
Blue collar guy, right?
Let's deal with that.
Todd, you need to
Oh,
loosen
yeah.
them hips up, bro. You know what I mean?
Do some squats with your OnlyFans girl.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a slow process. You gotta work
Gotcha.
on stuff. Can't be perfect at everything out of college.
I mean, there's no such thing as the perfect prospect.
Yep. You can look as close to Andrew
This is
Luck as
true,
you
yeah.
want, but you'll never be Peyton Manning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I heard
Yeah,
the
this is
comments.
true.
The comments are going crazy. They said they want Trevor in, but just not a big Trevor fan.
We
him
need
in
we need
at the
Trevor in
end.
here.
Yeah, we'll get Trevor
We need
in.
Trevor in here.
I think that's plus. This is season 4 Super Bowl. This is considered probably either number 1 or number 2 for all time great Super Bowls. I
Yeah,
think it's
last
still number
Madden.
1. I think it's still number 1, even though we just had a fantastic Super Bowl. But that last
You
Super
started
Bowl,
from the beginning, or
yeah, we're at about 2 minutes in, or sorry, we're at about 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
I don't know how long this will go, but if it does go long and we get through the whole thing, you'll see why in the second half.
Yeah, the second half was phenomenal. But
Is that
Colin
the one
is
where Trevor blows it?
no. This is last year, so
No.
this is. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that hasn't
Oh.
seen it, but
It's me versus Colin.
Yeah.
Last year.
yep.
hmm
Todd, are you looking to draft yourself?
I mean, I don't really need a corner, but if I'm the best player available, I would gladly take myself.
Yeah. So what you need to watch out for is stakes like Fig. Like Fig will take you just so you can't get yourself. You know what I mean?
hmm
Just no one.
Fig
No
the
one.
guy, he's a snake.
I
Like
mean, if
that.
Fig wants me, he can have me.
Right. Alex said is
So-
Rocks versus Wealthy top 3 or top 5? I think it's top 3. I think
I'd put it probably number 2.
it's probably number 2. This one's
2 or
still
3.
number 1. We've had a lot of blowouts in the Super Bowl.
Trevor versus Wealthy a couple years ago is probably up there.
Trevor-
So it was just back and forth. the
Trevor
whole
versus
time.
Wealthy's probably 3. Milky Colin round 1 was probably number 1. Alex Rocks versus Wealthy, and then Wealthy Trevor. Oh no, wait! Did you complete that pass? Oh my gosh! Yeah, I remember this game. You guys ever want to? Todd, you're a Rejects historian yourself.
What?
You ought to come in and watch some of these old Super Bowls. They're classic.
I might have to rewatch that one back because I've been.
I mean,
All you're gonna see is 3-3-5 and Kyler Murray cheese. So it's nothing
Mhm.
special.
Real ones remember.
Mhm.
But Todd, I just have one more question for you regarding draft day. Do you have any teams that you prefer to go to, or are you a guy that's just happy to make it to the league?
I'd just be happy to make the league, just show what I'm worth.
It's a good answer, son.
Show what you're worth.
Keep-
That is a great
Keep that
answer.
good head on your shoulders, you know?
I think scouts will love that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Todd.
I mean, if they don't, they don't.
Todd, you can't go wrong with him. You know him. You love him. He might be an underdog. We think he's the top corner in the draft, but that's for everyone else to decide.
We're rooting for you, Todd.
Todd, everyone
Thanks
roots for you.
us.
Let's see a DJ Chark motion snap here. So there is
I
that.
think that was still legal back then.
Yeah, Jalen Rieger is pretty sauce. I think he's X Factor in one season. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any more questions for Todd?
I'm good on that, Todd. You have any questions for us, bro?
What's up? I do not.
All right, Todd. Go,
Mm.
have fun today. Hit your OnlyFans girl back up.
Heh.
Like, good luck in the draft. Good luck with the OnlyFans girl. And yeah,
Yeah, thank you. I
I
see you,
just want
boys.
to thank you for your time.
Todd, bless up, King.
Yep. I see you, boys.
Later, buddy.
Yep.
All right, our
We
next
got
guest on
Yeah.
is consensus number 1 quarterback.
consensus number 1 quarterback. Some people have him as the number 1 overall prospect, Jacob Madrid.
Oh, what's good? What's good, y'all?
What's up, Madrid? How you doing, buddy?
You know, just chilling. You know, I just finished my morning workout. Just getting ready for this draft.
So I'm just gonna get right to it. These rumors saying that you will refuse to play for the Chargers. Are they true? Are those true rumors, or is it smoke and mirrors, or you guys just having fun making
You
stuff
know-
up?
I mean, you know, since draft day is here, my team told me, you know, to like just play it cool. But no, screw that. It's definitely true. No way will I ever step foot in LA and play for the Chargers.
They're just a terrible run organization. I mean,
Just a-
you'll get to throw the ball a lot, but are you gonna get?
Yeah,
to,
I saw an interesting stat that you only threw 11 picks in your college career, and people are saying if you join the Chargers, you'll throw 11 picks in 2 weeks. How true is that?
I think it's just proven that the management there is just awful. About 4 years ago, they had some new young management step in, and I kind of had some hope for them, but it's been proven that they're just awful. They have no clue what they're doing.
You know what potential means? It just means you're not very good. So they'd be telling you that. They had potential to do whatever they want, but I think it's pretty clear that any sort of shred of young talent has just not developed there, and it's not been a real friendly system for rookies or anyone for that matter.
There's some kind of curse going on there. Like when they were in San Diego, they had good rosters, they'd make the playoffs, and then they just couldn't put it together. Phillip Rivers leaves, Herbert comes in, and they haven't even sniffed the playoffs since. So
right,
yeah,
I think they just got the highest win
that.
total in 4 years. They just won 6 games, or no, was it 6 games? I think they just won 6 games.
And they were like throwing a parade. Like, yeah, that's just not for me.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just don't think that's a good environment for rookies to come into.
So, if your name is called first overall to Los Angeles, what are the plans? Is it go to play baseball, sit out a year?
I mean,
like what's gonna happen?
I was drafted by the Tigers in like the 57th round of the MLB draft, so I might have to look into my options.
You might go down to spring training.
Might check it out. Stay here in Michigan and just keep training, and they'll have to trade me eventually. They can't just waste the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
So I heard you have your family has strong ties to the Detroit Lions organization. Is that where you're looking to go in number 2 to the Lions?
Being a Michigan man, born and raised here in Michigan, first quarterback to take down Ohio State for multiple years in a row since the 90s. First quarterback to lead Michigan to multiple Big Ten title games in like over 20 years. I really think that, I'm just destined to go to Detroit and, make big things happen. Take a run at the Vikings have had a stronghold in that division for years on years now.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'd have what it takes to take down the Vikings.
Well, the Vikings are under new management. Good new fresh faces in there. Things are definitely on the upbeat path for them. They haven't had a lot of success historically, but this new ownership I think is very strong for them. Should that be the case for you?
I mean, just once again, behind the scenes, we've had multiple visits to them. We're very familiar with the staff, so I think that's where I'll be headed.
Okay, I like it. You making a stand, putting your foot down.
I mean, it worked out for Eli Manning, so.
Yeah, Eli does have a couple rings under his belt, doesn't he?
And we see where Phillip Rivers ended up, so.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
Well, you got any other questions, Tommy?
I just want to say I hope that I play Los Angeles and we can. They can try to get their revenge.
They can try. I like that.
All right, I got one more question. Jacob, you've been a phenomenal prospect. Is there any chance you fall out of the top 5?
I just want to say if I make it out of the top 5, like once again, just like Los Angeles, like I hope I play those teams and they will rue the day.
That's what I like to hear. Make them pay. I mean,
yes, sir.
I don't know what Los Angeles doesn't even know what they're doing with the pick. So if they go with you, best of luck. Regardless of where you turn out, Jacob. You're a good kid, good head on your shoulders, and I think you'll succeed even no matter where you go.
Thank you very much.
Yes, have a good draft and enjoy the process.
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Sir.
Can't help but notice just watching the stream, I just hit a nasty spin move with Kyler Murray.
You loser. All right, where's Fig? Fig's coming on here. What the fuck?
Yep, I'm getting him in. I'm telling him to join now.
Where's the big
Next, we
rig
got
fig?
number 1 center prospect out of Texas,
Yeah.
Ethan Newton. As soon as he's ready to go, we'll hope I gave him the right Zoom call code.
Zoom call, bro. What?
Yeah, but this is how we're doing them for Zoom calls.
Wow.
Oh, Jalen Rieger, bomb.
Oh my.
Just
goodness,
memories.
We get it.
Just memories.
This Chiefs team is really good too. Holy
I
moly.
know.
I think he had Ronald Jones, and he had Ty Chandler. This team was really, really good. Fig needs a podcast.
Fig. Hello?
Yeah.
What's up, Figgy?
Not much. What's up?
How's it going?
Oh, you know, it goes.
It goes, huh? You excited for the draft?
You know, I don't got no first round picks, so
Oh, that's
Are
tough.
you excited to get drafted?
hey, listen, dude. You know, I've put in the work. We'll see what happens.
I see. On a
to
completely
hear that.
side note, Mike, I see your defense. This was before we had X superstar limits. So you have 7 superstars on defense.
You had a lot.
Yeah.
Had a lot.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. You had 2. You had at least 4 in the front. You had 5 in the front 7. You had a superstar corner, a superstar safety as well, on top of Kyler. Yeah. A lot of strategy, but nonetheless, we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about
Number 1 center prospect.
number 1 center
Ethan
prospect in rejects. Some say he's the best all around center, pure center. Totally not known for snapping it over the quarterback's head or anything like that. Never missed a snap in his life. He's that good.
Never missed a snap in his Texas career.
No, I have not.
Call him an Iron Man and a brick wall up front.
Mr.
No, I've been just looking at mocks, and there's a lot of mocks that say you're a second round prospect just because the center position isn't as valuable as, let's say, tackle. But personally, just looking at your tape, I think you're first round pick. What do you got to say about that?
Well, you know, I started out at tackle, you know, and got moved inside. I'm on the shorter side, so, you know, but when it comes down to it, you know, I can play any spot, either side. But film doesn't lie, so.
So you have
Film
tackle.
does not
You think
lie.
you can play tackle on the next level? You're not exclusively a center.
100%.
All right. I'll make sure the
We
rest.
like that.
Make sure the
We like
roster
that
gods.
down in Austin.
Make sure the roster gods take note of that one.
Mm-hmm. We have that one checked off. Now, do you think you were the best overall? One may say Daniel Newton is the best overall lineman, or Thomas Staker. Do you think you're the best overall lineman in this class?
So I'm gonna have to go just based off of accolades alone. I think the country and the writers know I am.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
you know, I've never seen a ESPN highlight tape of Thomas Staker. So
I mean, not a lot of people for a D2 prospect that has concerns about his height. He's considered consistently ranked as like a top 5 can't miss guard. So we'll see.
I know he struggles in the pass game, and
Yeah.
he spent the better portion of his first year and a half solely cut blocking. So
Yeah. See, what they didn't say is during the regular season, Thomas didn't give up an entire sack, but Ethan Newton gave up his team's only sack of the entire regular season. That's what I heard.
you know, I don't make excuses. That's on my my stat sheet, but go back and watch the film. It's a blown coverage. Like it's a blown blocking assignment by the whole line.
Interesting. Doesn't sound like a player that puts a team above him. He just cares about it. His stats. How about it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hear.
You come down to our last game. You can go ask the head coaches. I asked to be moved back outside to, guard the best edge rusher we faced in my career, and our coach was more concerned with getting snaps back to our quarterback. So,
Gotcha.
Yep.
What do you think your biggest strength is as a player? Some of these mock drafts think you're a great all-around player. Do you have anything you think you do very well?
I have what
that
my
makes
high
you
school
stand out.
I had what my high school coach would have called a Hayden Landis motor.
Wow.
I know.
Great.
Wow.
I know one
Great
speed.
motor.
I know
Only
one speed,
people-
and it's full speed.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's what coaches love to see. You'll love to see it.
You're out there trying to rip guys' heads off.
Hey, listen, every play is a one-on-one, and you got to win your battle.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think you have any weaknesses as a player that you need to work on coming into the next level?
I know a lot of coaches say length might be an issue. Not extremely long arms. And not crazy tall, but
Not too blessed, huh?
when it comes down to it, and you go back and you watch all the film coaches use to scout, it wasn't a problem. So
It's all about motion of the
But-
ocean, right?
But you don't think that's a concern playing here in the NFL? Where
no,
all the
because-
linemen, they're bigger than what they play in the Big 12.
listen, I mean, when it comes to it, it's not about the size of the man; it's about the size of the dog. And some of these dudes are chihuahuas, man.
You mean
You a pit bull out there? Is that
it's
what
not
you're
the
saying?
size of the dog, but the size of the fight in the dog?
Listen, dude, you gotta have a Great Dane in you, and these guys don't.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. We're receiving some news coming here off the media. The Texans might be looking at you heavily. What do you think about playing for the Texans under their ownership?
No, I had my conferences with them, and I met with them. I also met with some of their key players, Deshaun Watson being one of them, and I have to say that's one team that I would rather fall back in the draft than play for the Houston Texans.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I mean, they're under new ownership, but they haven't really done much other than be maybe a slightly below average team,
That organization is simply not an NFL quality organization, and they don't help players grow. And I'm not going somewhere where I'm going to be on a team for no reason other than to play 16 or 17 weeks,
You care
No.
more about the team success.
Right.
My
right.
question
I want to be somewhere where the whole team can grow and succeed, not
You
somewhere
say
that has.
you gave a team that you don't want to play for. Are there any specific teams you want to play for? Is my last question.
I wouldn't mind playing for a team that would give me matchups such as, putting me on the other side of the ball from Aaron Donald or Chris Jones, or Fletcher Cox, or any of these elite guys. Because at the end of the day, year one, I want to come out and I want people to know that I'm a dude that's going to go out there, and even the best of them aren't going to beat me.
I like that.
I like that attitude. It's a great mindset, but simply put, you haven't faced players at that caliber. You never went against Michael Mulnix.
Hey, listen,
in
that
Missouri,
guy,
but
that guy's
Never
a scrub.
get. Whoa.
That guy.
I don't know. I've been seeing lots of best player in the draft.
I've been
talk
seeing
about
he's
surrounding him.
I've been seeing Sporty Mulnix, Michael Sporty Mulnix. I've been seeing that he's probably the best player in the draft. A lot of people think he's like at the Myles Garrett type of player.
Listen, put him on the inside. He's gonna get eaten up. That's what it is.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Well,
Call Aunt Jemima because I need the syrup.
Oh, I just don't think you're pancaking a player at the level of his.
well, I don't have any other questions to ask. I'm saying good luck in the draft. Hopefully you don't slide too far.
Hopefully you can really get that first round and see what prove to everyone you can do what you want. You can do what you set your mind to. I think you got a good head on your shoulders, and thank you for coming in on this pre-draft process.
Hey, no problem, man. Have a good day.
Yes, have a good draft. Best of luck to you.
All right, next up we got Jack Wooster, who has some red flags off the field. So whenever there he is.
Hello.
Hello,
How's
Jack.
it going, Jack? How you doing?
Hello.
How's it going, Jack? How you doing?
Could you guys talk a little bit quieter?
How's it going, Jack? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Thomas?
Doing great. Having a good time talking to all these prospects. Excited to hear what one of these top tier QBs in the draft. How this process has been to him, what his thoughts and expectations are.
I'm a little confused right now.
Why? Why is that?
All my guys have been telling me I'm going before Madrid, and the only thing that makes sense to me is they just don't think I'm good off the field, and I think that's disrespectful.
Well, I guess let's get right to the chase. Let's talk about those red flags. There was a video that came out of you tookied out of your mind at a strip club with Alex Moran recently. do you have any comments about that? Or
I mean, the times are changing. I mean, I play hard on the field. I play hard off the field. I don't know why that's an issue.
Personally, I don't see an issue with it, but some of these old-fashioned ran organizations might see red flags.
I mean, just look at the success Alex Moran had last year. Everyone said he had off-the-field issues, and then he went out and won Rookie of the Year.
He still threw 35 interceptions. You don't think
that's just a technicality, really.
You don't think like a lapse of judgment or any sort of decision making might be clouded upon?
No.
Some of
my
his
decision making is
concerns.
Perfect. I mean, think about it. I may have lost by 60 in the playoff game, right? But I made it to the playoff game with South Carolina. You don't see any other first-round prospects coming out of my school. I had to do everything myself.
You probably
the last big-time prospect from South Carolina since Clowney? Is that?
Yeah.
There's been some others for sure, but I mean, if you take me as early as Clowney, I won't be as big of a disappointment, and that's a promise.
Mm-hmm.
That's a promise. Hey, sometimes promises are.
I think
loaded.
You've been compared to Johnny Manziel, both on and off the field.
I mean, Johnny Manziel was a phenomenal player who had some other off-the-field issues different from mine, and I just don't think it's a very comparable situation.
I think it's a reasonable comparison. A great player, but are the off-the-field concerns gonna limit your ability to command an NFL offense?
I mean, I guess we'll see if I'll be in the fan-controlled football league in a couple of years, but I just don't see that happening.
We don't wish that on you. We wish the utmost success for all the prospects and individuals on the show.
Confidence in himself.
Thank you, sir.
We don't wish ill fortunes on anyone, but it's been a reasonable concern we've been hearing, and we felt as if it had to have been addressed during our talk show here.
Because the on the field tape speaks for itself.
Exactly, and I think teams will understand that. This is a new age NFL. It's 2024. Who cares how we spend our free time?
I think that's certainly a different way of looking at it. You get into
let's talk about your on the field skill.
Yes.
What Why are you the best quarterback in this class?
I mean, Madrid has the tangibles, obviously, but I just don't think he can throw a football 90 yards like I can. I mean, I'm the strongest arm talent this league has ever seen.
Oh man,
Oh man.
I'd like to see a video of that.
There was no throw off pre-draft at the combine? There was no-
I didn't go to the combine. You can check out my pro day, and
Okay.
it speaks for itself, I'd say.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fair.
I'll make sure to refer everyone to that. Oh, man.
I'm just
What's
reading
going on
the
with tits?
YouTube chat, and there's people saying that you're Tukey right now during the interview. Is that true, or they're just putting out false statements?
I mean,
to
it's the
make you
biggest day
slide?
of my life. How do you feel that you think you can just come in here and accuse me of doing things to enjoy the best day of my life even more? That just seems a little bit ridiculous to me.
Mhm.
That's fair.
It's very fair.
And the rules have changed in the NFL. I mean, Johnny Manziel came in a less open-minded time, so he wasn't really given as many opportunities as I would be now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the league has definitely been more progressive on issues like that, but it's still a concern for a lot of these old school type of organizations.
Yeah, no, I don't want to play for some old dude. No, I'm going to go out there for whatever organization wants me. I'm not going to be like Madrid and say, oh, I don't want to play for the Chargers because they're bad. I will make any team good. I mean, I'm good, so that's all that really
Okay.
matters. Doesn't matter who's around me.
Right. We are just now receiving word live on air that a potential video has been released, similar to the Laramie Tunsil video, probably about 10 years back now. That video of you at the club really speaks volumes. That's really concerning for me if I was an owner. I don't think I would.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would want to invest not only a high draft pick but the millions of dollars that come with it.
Well, it looks like we just lost Jack. So,
It seems as if he
yeah, that's I don't know. That just raises even more red
I
flags.
think that's got to raise some red flags there. If you're an owner, why would you invest that much? If you're a GM, this is a job. I mean, he's the type of guy, if he doesn't work out, you're losing your job.
Mhm.
Like, that's a lot for a gentleman as a professional to consider. Is that worth it?
I'm seeing some guys comparing him to a Dwayne Haskins situation waiting to happen.
And it's really a shame that a guy with that much hype and potential really fizzles out like that. Really successful college careers, and they just can't adjust to the big lights.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anyone else
All right.
scheduled to come on now?
The second quarterback prospect, Matthew Hernandez, is looking like he's getting ready to pull up.
All right.
You just got to join up, and I'll drag him down.
All right.
And then it looks like Booth wants to hop on,
Uh-huh.
and then maybe we can get Michael Mulnix on.
Uh-huh.
Still got some time, so
We've
we'll
got
see.
plenty of time.
We'll see. If anyone else, other surprise interviews pops up.
Oh my goodness, you just intercepted him on the goal line with Hassan Reddick. This is a hell of a game. Holy moly.
Told you, kids. This is history.
Yeah, like daycare don't know nothing about this.
All right, we're dragging him in here.
All right. Looks like he's connected.
Mr.
Matthew
Hernandez.
Smallpecker Hernandez.
Hello?
Hello?
Nobody? Nobody home?
Does he have the
Dead.
podcast role?
Probably not.
Oh.
Where's it at? Where's it at?
It's at the
Where's it
very
at?
bottom. I just added it to him.
Mm.
All right, I think he's connected now. Is that Mr. Hernandez on the phone?
Hello?
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 Mr. Hernandez?
Mr. Hernandez, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, thank you for
How's it going, man? How's it going?
thank you for joining us today.
It's great. Great. Doing great. You know, a lot of calls this morning. A lot of calls.
I'm
Busy
sure
man.
you guys are very busy. Can't thank you enough for joining us in your jam-packed schedule.
Yep.
It's a very busy day for you. I don't quite know much about you as a player, so I'm gonna have to rely on Milky for the analysis and the scouting report on his notebook. But I think you're a good kid, and I think that'll go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, he's Matthew Hernandez is your what do we call your prototypical big white strong arm quarterback
Of
with
course.
some intangibles. So
Mhm. Yeah.
we're a lot of mocks rankings. They all have you as the second QB going in this class. Tell me why you're the best QB in the class.
Well, like I said before, you have, team leader. He'll definitely develop into one. Maybe not right away, but you know how that goes. So you get to feel the locker room. Definitely that type of, like you said, definitely most upside. I mean, he might not be the best QB coming out, but definitely most upside. That's what you need nowadays. You need a top 5 QB to really be competing at the top level year to year. You said best arm strength. I feel like that's really important. I mean, accuracy, it's decent, but it obviously improve. Pre and post reads, it's already there. But NFL level, it's a huge jump. That's for every QB, though. So I feel like I can get there with these, like riding a bike.
Absolutely. Having a strong arm always helps you fit it in those tight windows, or it just makes you throw the ball to the other team faster, as we've seen with guys like Justin Herbert and some of these other Alex Moran and some of these other younger QBs that they have strong arms coming in, but their strong arm just lets them throw to the other team better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Moran, right? Bust.
Yeah, exactly.
Bust.
I think arm talent wise, you and Wooster are up there. Madrid,
Yeah, I don't know about Worcester.
Jacob
He's got
Madrid.
off-field issues.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even play with him.
Yeah, Jacob Madrid, he's been touted as the number one on the board. I don't think he has quite as strong as arm as you. So I think you have him beat in that category. But do you mind telling us why? Yeah, do you mind telling us why you think you should be drafted over Jacob Madrid?
I just don't know. I don't think he can take it to the NFL level. It's just he just didn't show that much in college. But I feel like I can do more than what he's done.
I think some teams will be thinking that. I don't think he's consensus number one. Some teams probably will end up, wanting to move up. I think when we come draft day, really, I don't think you can go wrong with either of you two, regardless of what you feel. I think it's mostly a scheme thing, what the other team is looking for.
Right. I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes would fit in any scheme today, but
Right.
if you say, yeah.
Right.
Has he been on the show?
Who?
Jacob Madrid.
Jacob Madrid was on about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
Jacob Madrid
He
said
he's hands
playing
down best
yeah.
prospect.
He said he's not playing for LA and he hopes the Lions take him at number 2.
See, he's already got issues. That's not a team leader.
Uh-huh.
This is just proving my point.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's no teams you don't refuse to play for?
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
Any team that wants me, I'm willing to work.
You would be happy even with some of these prospects coming out don't want to necessarily play for, the older boomer type ownerships or even the younger inexperienced ownerships that seem to destroy young players' careers. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Correctly, they'll keep their job.
Right.
Trust the owner, hiring and firing.
Gotcha. We've received comments that you're just kind of you're not the same person you are in front of the media. Would you like to clear any of those concerns here on the air?
I mean, the only thing I can clear up is on the field when I get drafted, but I've proved my point, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely more of a team leader than Team Madrid. We can get that out of the way.
I think people do levitate to you, and you've always been a leader in your professional career, regardless of where you've been at. I don't think that's in question at all. Really, I think it's going to come down to the locker room. You know, if you get one of these teams that's historically been just not very successful, it's going to have to be a big culture change. Are you ready to change the culture wherever you go?
It's going to have to be. It's just people watch what I do, follow my footsteps. That's how it's going to have to be, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So you're not concerned, say, if, like Los Angeles drafts you at number 1, or Raiders, or Texans, or anything like that?
Not necessarily. Because you don't know, like, maybe just, the team's going through a rebuilding phase. Doesn't mean their locker room's bad,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Like
liking
the
this
Texans-
Matthew Hernandez guy.
What the Texans were in the divisional, and now look at them now. They're just in divisional a year ago.
I'm liking this Texans guy.
Mm-hmm.
I heard rumors that the Desperados might be looking QB at pick 8. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Be a fine place.
It'd be a great
I like
place.
warm weather. Grew up, snow all the time. 4
So is
feet.
that a knock on you? Is that you're like Jared Goff and aren't good in cold weather? Or is...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've played in the snow all the time, even from a kid's age.
Well, you have. I mean, at the combine, the measurables are there. You're 6'6" with big hands.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what that means.
Of course.
But you can grip a wet football, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You need a big arm, rocket arm, strong hands.
Natural.
Mm-hmm. I think that's definitely got to play a factor for whoever wants to draft you.
Of course.
Like John Elway and the Broncos are probably licking their chops right now at your measurables.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The Broncos. We'll see. I mean, they have Sam Howell, and it's not like he's done anything. He's not really achieved much in his career. So who knows if they could be looking for a QB.
Well, I think the Broncos, I've seen some allegations with that GM. As long as he I'm cool with whatever.
Well, I mean, you can go play with Laramie Tunsil, the highest paid lineman in NFL history, if you sign there.
Yeah.
He
They-
wasn't
they,
doing too good on the practice field
They
either.
treat their players well, so
Mhm.
that's what I heard.
Oh, well, anywhere then, it sounds like.
So what I'm getting off of you is that you sound like a blue collar guy. You're gonna come in, change the locker room off rip, and it's only up from there after that. Is that a pretty good assessment of you as a prospect?
Of course. I think you're spot on right there. Hands down.
Well,
That sounds
I don't
great.
have nothing else. You do.
Yeah,
Good luck.
I don't have anything other than stay healthy. We wish you the best of luck no matter where you go. We're excited that your openness to play for any team. You're not one of these prospects these days that refuses to play for some of these organizations. I'm sure that'll go a long way in the draft process for you.
Yep. Appreciate for having me.
Best of luck, stay healthy, and have a good rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy. I think a lot of teams are gonna
Good kid.
look at the character aspect of him and say, I want this guy on my team
Over
Jacob Madrid.
over Jacob Madrid or a Jack Wooster type.
And then next we got one of the top running back prospects, Alex Gray, coming on here in about a couple right now.
Top running back prospect, Alex Gray.
Alex Gray.
How you
How's it
doing?
going, my man?
I'm doing great.
That's good to hear. Are you excited for draft day?
I'm very excited.
I'll tell you.
Just to answer a question that I'm sure you'll answer or you'll ask soon. Don't really care who I go to in this draft. Every team I'm sure would utilize me well.
I'll tell you what, I got one question right on my mind, Milky.
Give it to him.
I got a question for you. We've seen recently that teams really don't take running backs in the first round at all. Do you think you could be one of those guys that breaks the mold and, really kind of proves to kind of put that running back position on the map?
To be fair, I believe that every team has a serviceable running back already. I believe that first round, there's probably not going to be many teams that will consider me, but I'm sure I'll be somewhere in the second round. I'm sure I'll be drafted.
I've been, I think reading our notes and our comparison, I think you're a first round talented running back. But I just
I just
don't know.
Teams value.
Yeah.
Every team values them differently. So
Right. I think that's what it's going to come down to, unfortunately. Skill wise, you're one of the best offensive weapons in the draft. I think any team that you go to, you're going to have a lot of success long term in this league. But it's going to come down to
one of your biggest knocks coming out is probably your top end speed, which has. But then again, your comp is also a Le'Veon Bell. What do you have to say about? You might not be the fastest guy, but you're shifty and patient. You can catch the ball. You get the job done.
Well, I'd say to them that, even though you can't really teach speed, I would work on that every single day of training along with everything else, maybe even stay later, work on and on just to get my speed to its full potential.
That's what we like to hear. I'm sure any team will value that coming out for a good hardworking kid like yourself. Obviously you might not be the most athletically gifted, but if you got a good toolbox, you can really kind of mold you into what you have, whatever kind of success you want to have in the league.
Yeah.
So you said you'd be open to be playing for anyone. Is there any team you'd maybe look forward to drafting you? Any team maybe you grew up as a fan of as a kid?
Well, of course I would love to be drafted by the Giants, born and raised in New York. But I see they have many running backs on their roster already, so it's very unlikely.
I think you touched on that too. Being a smart kid. A lot of these teams have really well established running backs. A lot of teams have just had a lot of success finding running backs in every way, shape, or form. Any parts of the draft, drafting them high, drafting them low, drafting big running backs, small running backs. Getting running backs in free agency that turn their careers around. I think, what a team wants in you, even if they don't want to invest that first round pick in you, I think you've got a good skill set that will provide a lot of value for no matter where you get drafted.
I'm also fine with being in a backup role. Just would like to put that out. I can learn behind a running back for any time.
Gotcha. Are you one of those guys that wants to play under newer ownership? Or does that not really matter for you?
Old ownership can teach me more. Young ownership can keep me working.
Gotcha.
Sounds like you're an open book.
Very.
That's good. I think a lot of teams will value that. Especially if they're going to invest all that in. I think with the patience and the running, it's a newer style that really we haven't seen a lot of prospects be able to master. I think it makes you stand out, and there's a certain type of niche role that guys like the Titans might be able to utilize you with.
Mm-hmm.
Would love
To
to
me,
learn Derrick Henry.
I look at you as a perfect. My team, we already have a star running back. You'd be a perfect relief pitcher, if that's what you want to call it, for a star running back off the jump.
I can agree with that.
No, I don't have any other questions. If you do,
No, just got a good
well,
head. I think this kid's one of the smartest players in the draft. I think he's doing good. I think he'll have success no matter where he goes. No off the field concerns. Really, can't miss prospect no matter where you draft him. So, regardless of where you go, congratulations. Enjoy it. Enjoy the draft.
Oh, thank you.
so looks like the GM of the Texans will have some time to talk to us. We'll bring him on down. And it looks like Joseph Garcia wants to,
Wants to speak his mind, huh?
but he's busy right now, so he might not make it on. We'll see. Still got about 30 minutes to kill. Where the freak is this roll at? There it is. We got GM of the Texans joining us live on the phone. What's going on, man?
What's up?
How's it
How you
going?
doing?
How's it going, Colin?
Pretty good.
Good. Good to hear you. I think you've just starting out. Little background about the Texans GM. Really kind of came into his own. A lot of prospects, especially the center. Ethan Newton expressed a little bit of disconcern about the success and overall image of the organization. But I think regardless of what you've done recently, you just had a 7-win draft. Things are really on the up and up. You still have superstar Deshaun Watson. Really, it's got a good amount of recent success. I think things are on the upswing. You know, people might be sleeping on you a little bit, but I think you've done pretty well with the cards you were dealt.
Yeah.
Regardless of kind of what outsiders think of you. So, that being said, what do you think some of your needs are for this draft? What are you kind of looking for in the draft?
Well, first and foremost, I'm looking at like offensive weapons because we realize that Deshaun really hasn't had the best of like we haven't been able to build the right situation around him.
Mm-hmm.
And we feel like as he's getting older, we need to start becoming more and more like aware that we need to put something together for him.
Mm-hmm.
But through free agency, we were able to pick up a few key signings like Michael Gallup. I like him. Same with Van Jefferson, even though I think he's kind of slept on. I think he could be good for us. So for the draft, I'm kind of looking at like rounding out our defense, probably like outside linebacker maybe, or we were really heavily looking into a wide receiver, 6'7", Michael. I don't know how to say his last name, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Mattis.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
him.
He's a big time prospect.
Yeah.
Can't miss. You know, the height, weight, and physical
Oh yeah.
attributes and things he has. I think he's a really talented ball player, nonetheless.
Mhm. Definitely.
Working more recent though, we've been seeing you've been rumoring to be one of these active teams around the draft. Sort of, you know, is there any sort of picks you're looking to move? You trying to trade back or trade up or anything like that, strategy wise?
at first we were looking to trade our pick because like we weren't really looking to develop another player because we've been doing that for years now, and we felt like it was the time to like get a solidified player that can help us right now. But as time excuse me, as time went on, we kind of realized that we liked a lot of the guys, of the prospects in this draft, and we think we can get a solid guy at 15. So we're just gonna stick with our pick.
Gotcha. Sounds good. I think you should probably be able to get a talented player. Usually in that range, you end up with a lot of players that sort of fall just because of different things, like, you know, teams reaching for quarterbacks and whatnot. You have some players that kind of shouldn't be there but end up there just because of draft position.
That's
you
what
should
we're
be able to
hoping
get
for.
I think you should be able to get a solid player, nonetheless. And maybe even one of these guys that has some character concerns that fell a little bit.
Yeah.
You could be in prime position to draft them.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you in the draft. I don't have any more questions for you.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I think we have
the guy you want falls to you.
Yeah, I think we have a couple.
We got 2 more guys coming on.
2 more guys planned. All right. Sounds good. Have a good
See
day.
ya.
Have a good draft.
Thanks.
Holy
Now,
moly.
up next, we have the best defensive prospect coming on.
Sporty Molnix.
Sporty Molnix, Michael Molnix, whatever you want to call him. He's the GOAT.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Speaking of that, did you see this highlight tape? Freaking Saquon swerves like 5 people out. Oh my goodness. How's it going, Sporty?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
That's good to hear. Are you excited for draft day?
Oh, I am.
Oh yeah.
Where do you want to get drafted to?
Who has the second pick?
The Lions.
The Lions, yeah.
Oh, let's go to the Lions.
Oh,
Hell yeah,
that's
man.
what
Let's go. I'm going. I'm ready. I'm coming with.
That's what Madrid said. He said, I want to go to Lions, but you could go number 1 overall to the Chargers. I think number 1 to the Chargers wouldn't be too bad if you don't mind playing for Rapid.
Well, his team's kind of a problem right now, I think.
That's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of people have said. You know, they have problems playing for number 1 overall Rapid Raven.
So are you on the same page as Madrid, where you don't want to play for the Chargers, huh?
I want my playing for the Chargers.
So you do want, so you don't mind? Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
okay.
That's good.
I think
No red
you
flags.
get more money when you go number 1.
Oh yeah, that I'll take the money. We need the money right now.
Absolutely. I think that wouldn't be too bad. Number 2 overall is the Lions. I think you'd be the best. I think you'd step in and be the best player available on their defense, for sure.
Oh yeah, I took the Lions more than I would the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. Who has number
where do
3?
you-
Is the Buccaneers?
No, I think it's the Jets. Boof, because the Bucks had number 1, and they were the one who traded it.
Oh, okay, the Jets.
You don't want to play for that Texas boy, though, do you?
Oh, he might trade me after mid-season.
Who brings you in just to trade? That's
Yeah,
fucked
exactly. I feel like he trades people just to trade people. The GM in New York doesn't know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a pretty smart GM myself, though.
Oh, I think
right.
you as a GM, you've built a really solid team.
Yeah.
Well, how about your team as a GM? How are you feeling about the Cowboys this year?
Oh, I think we're feeling real well. I think we can win 8 games this year.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys can contend for a playoff spot for sure. I think they're a really good team, and they had their best season last year. Really, I think they're on the up and up.
We're just missing some offensive linemen.
Yeah.
No,
You had some big
line.
retirements, or you traded away Zach Martin, but still not bad. Offensive line.
Got rid of Zeke. Zeke wasn't very good for you. Pollard was a lot better.
Oh, Zeke's my fullback now.
Hell,
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
where
think
he
that's
should
all he's
be.
good for.
oh man,
Oh, I just had to take my blanket off. It was getting hot up here, but
Sporty got you hot and heavy, huh?
yeah, no, it's cold up here. But regardless of it, I think it'll be a fun draft. Is there what team you're looking to play for as a player? Anyone you want to get drafted by?
If the Kansas City Chiefs draft me, I'm jumping up and down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. They got. Oh, Swayze does have a couple picks in their first round. They might end up.
Hey, Sporty, I'll tell you one thing. If you fall to 8, the Desperados will be more than happy to take you.
Oh yeah.
Playing for the
Yeah.
Milkman.
I'll be more than happy. We'll be jumping for joy if we could take you.
And I hope I don't fall far that far. You know.
Maybe losing out a lot of money there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems our phones are blowing up. I mean, everyone is saying you're a consensus top 3 player in the draft. I think you're right up there. I think you're the best defensive player people can draft. Do you have anything for us, Milky?
No, I'm all out of questions. I'm saying
Yeah, I
good
think we
luck,
ran out of our
Sporty.
sheet. Yeah, Sporty, do you have anything you wanna say while we're still live?
One of these days I'll be back in Lee office. I'm just taking a break right now. Hope I get the peel back on my sign one day.
I think we'll be good to go. I think the people will still love you coming back on. And
yeah.
Oh, I just received news, by the way, regardless of the league office. The Chargers said Sporty Mulnix is not going past number 1. Wow.
Oh, really?
Wow. I wouldn't think he
I don't know if
he'd
he's
take
lying
you, but
or not, but
who knows? He
we'll
doesn't even
see.
know. He doesn't even know about his own team, let alone what he wants to do.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know how to run his
Oh,
team.
I got one more thing to say. I gave Gray, what's his name? Russell?
Yeah, Gregory Russo. Yeah.
We gave him a 5th-year option. I think he deserves it.
He was
I think he
developed
will.
pretty well for you, for sure.
Yeah.
I think he's been big for you. He's been one of the best draft picks in this league this year, for sure.
Yeah, and Vincent hasn't worked out too well, so I signed a friend to take his place.
Mhm.
Vincent. I need some pass rush.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. If you drafted yourself, you wouldn't have that problem because
You're pretty
you're a
damn
beast.
good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have nothing else for
Yeah.
Mr. Sporty. How about you?
I
Good
don't
luck
think I have
today.
anything else other than, thanks for coming on. We've enjoyed it. We're getting close to the draft here. So have fun. I wish you the best of luck wherever you go, even if it's in LA. Good luck, Sporty.
All right, you two guys, have a good day.
You too, buddy.
You too, man.
All right, that was consensus number 1 defensive player
Yeah.
in the draft.
We got time for 1, maybe 2 more
Mhm.
pre-draft interviews, and then it's time to get the show on the road. And
Mhm.
Next up, we got Joseph Garcia, one of the top safety prospects in the draft, coming on.
Hey, is that him himself, the number 1 safety
going?
prospect in rejects class?
Oh yeah, what's going on, guys? I just
Out of
woke up
Baylor.
I had a fucking party last night and got twisted with some sorority girls.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Younger ladies will
Still
keep you nice and
Living a good
energetic.
life.
Yeah, if there's grass on the field, play ball, baby.
Yeah, I'm right.
High,
Model to
high
live
sc-
by.
high school pussy for days.
Whoa. For legal purposes, that's satire.
Oops. Yeah. Cool off.
Yeah. So,
what's going on, guys?
just enjoying this draft process. I think you're going to be one of the last guys we get on here before we start. We've had a good day talking to all the prospects. Had tons of them on. This is the 6th or 7th one we've done. But how's it going? How are you feeling the draft-wise? You know, we just had who we think is the number one defensive player on the board, Sporty Mulnix, on the board. But people are saying you're probably one of the best defensive backs. If not you or Todd could be it.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard that my whole life.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm just the best. You know,
Yeah.
I started out playing cornerback, and then, you know, I just wanted a challenge. You know, being safety, you got to watch the whole field. You know, I got that captain mentality. So
Yeah, I definitely consider you a leader. From what we've
Now, do you consider yourself one of those over the top center field safeties? Or are you a guy that's in the box or in the trenches, or are you more of a blitz boy type of guy? How would you consider yourself to be?
I don't fuck with blitz boy. Nobody fucks with blitz boy.
Yeah.
But
I didn't see that on your tape either.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, captain of the field. I gotta watch everything. If my DBs are slacking, I gotta let them know.
You gotta
keep them in check.
You gotta let these fucking linebackers know when they're dropping the coverage. You feel? But other than that, been working hard. Just been doing what I gotta do. Shout out to Sporty though. He probably is one of the best, like Aaron Donald type generational talent. But
Yeah, we've
I'm
seen
also
Aaron
there.
Donald, but Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett type players that really going to wreak havoc.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but in terms of me, to humble myself a little bit, I would say more of like Charles Woodson playing in the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
But I'm just starting. Now. You know, Charles Woodson was one of the best, but I always looked up to Champ Bailey too. Too bad he couldn't play safety.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I thought playing corner.
Mm-hmm. I thought all old corners just go to safety and do really well.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I mean, might as well. So maybe
you're a guy that can do it all, huh?
I can do it all. Just, you know, the speed's there. I would say my biggest weakness is trying to go too hard after the ball. Some of my tape, I went too hard against UT. What was it? 2020 when we played for Thanksgiving, and ended up just not paying attention. Got blindsided. Fucking cracked a rib. No injury history though. But other than that, it was a solid game. But I did crack some ribs back in the day.
And that's too big of a notable concern. I think it's something that is not something that'll lead to any permanence.
Yeah, but I do got some drug charges coming up, so hopefully, whoever drafts me, I'm not suspended.
It's like what
you could beat
our other guy we had on, Jack Wooster, said it's a new NFL, so maybe they won't be as strict as used to be back in the day.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. And whatever you guys hear on the radio or fucking TV, she told me she was 18.
All right. Okay.
But I got to get ready for the draft because I feel like I'm going pretty high.
All right, man.
All right.
Well, good luck.
All right, thanks, fellas. Y'all have a good one. God bless.
God bless. All right, I guess we can squeeze in one more if you're up
I think
for
we have
it.
time for one more. The draft.
We got number one tackle prospect Daniel Newton. If you can hear us.
He's deafened.
He's deafened, so he can't hear us.
And he needs the podcast role. Unless, yeah, he does need that. He needs the podcast role now.
I sent him a message that he's on. See if he's paying attention or if he's on another interview right now. I know these guys are pretty busy.
Good morning, fellas. How are y'all doing today?
Good
morning.
I like the energy.
Out there on the West Coast, it's like 8 in the morning, ain't it?
Yeah,
It's like
that
one,
time.
but I've just been relaxing, getting the vibe. All I got to say is, I am the only offensive line prospect that has started at all 5 positions in this draft.
Oh wow!
Is that we're letting that be known now? Most
Nick came
versatile.
to me for my senior year and was like, "Hey, I need you to move to left tackle," and you just don't tell Nick Saban no.
Right.
That's true. Are you one of them built by Bama boys? Can't go wrong with them, huh?
And to everybody who's doubted me, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. This is my favorite prospect.
Great line.
That's what I like to hear. I think you're definitely a better prospect than Ethan Newton. No relation, of course. Just want to clear that up.
Not that we know of, at least.
Yeah, not that we know of. Because he was coming in here talking a whole lot of. He had a lot of confidence in himself, you could say.
He did, and I'll admit, I didn't win any awards my senior year. But you know what? I got 4 rings. How many's he got?
That's right. Exactly.
Doesn't sound like he has any.
Exactly. He came in here. He just no sense of humbleness, and you could tell these Alabama guys are humble. They work hard. They keep their head on straight, and they're ready to make that smooth transition to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you tested really well. You ran under a 5 flat 40 time. That's the second best for an O lineman or for a tackle.
That is what you call an athlete in a big man's body.
Wow.
As an old coach used to say.
I think that's great. What's your secret for moving that fast at such a big speed?
Just at the end, you got to think about after this one run, I get steak and potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. All you have to do is run one good one, and that's all that matters. Wow. Yeah. Bench press 31 reps. That's not too strong, though. 31 is still very strong. So I think that's.
I kind of hurt my shoulder in the national title game. It was actually separated.
I
finished the game,
right?
so I've been having some problems. During the combat, I had some problems, but I'm good to go now.
You're going to be fully healthy come training camp, right?
I'm fully healthy, ready to go now.
All right. I'd love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Is there anywhere you're looking to play? A lot of these prospects can come on the show and said, I refuse to play for X, Y, and Z team. Is there anywhere you don't want to play or you're looking to play?
I really like the things that they're building in Tampa. We moved back to the power run at Bama my last few years, and from what I understand, Tampa just signed J.K. Dobbins to a huge contract.
Mm-hmm. You definitely block him for that guy. He's pretty talented.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to agree with my good friend Jake Madrid. I will not play in San Diego.
You're like the probably third guy who's at least hinted at that when you come out right away. And
whenever I heard Tampa traded back,
yeah, for a reason. So the Chargers.
Everybody thought Tampa was going Jake Madrid, and whenever I saw the haul that Tampa got for that pick, and knowing that San Diego's not drafting a quarterback,
yeah,
just not somewhere that sounds like it's a good place to be.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds like they're not a greatly managed football team.
No, it's a lot of bad press coming out of that organization.
I've had a lot of good talks with the Austin Desperados, so that could be a good spot. I'm willing to play just about anywhere other than San Diego.
All right, that sounds good. And that sounds like a lot of the guys we've brought on here. I don't know many people that want to play for that organization, especially with how they've mismanaged young talent coming into the league.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate.
I'll tell you what, you see the clock? It's almost 3 o'clock. It's pretty much time for draft day. Wouldn't you say that?
I'd say so.
Wow.
That's what it sounded like.
Wow, that snuck
I'm
up
ready
on
to
us.
hear my number called.
All right, we're wishing you the best. I hope you go to a team you can really, really blossom at. I see you've got your teammate Colin Lacey, who's a top D tackle there. A lot of these Alabama guys.
We love our Bama boys
a lot
in
of
the
the
trenches.
Alabama guys are looking to do well this draft. So, I don't have anything else, and it looks like we've got to get to our draft day coverage. So, best of luck to you, and enjoy the process.
Appreciate it.
All right, how about that? So we've had a bunch of prospects on.
Loved it, man. Loved it.
Yeah, I think
Got
we
some
did
hot
good.
takes.
A lot of guys didn't want to play for San Diego, though.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's something.
that's something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah,
'Cause
something too
I didn't even
hot.
think they know they were,
Nope.
I'll tell you what, though.
Got any last minute bold predictions before we get the show on the road?
I think Trevor Varnell's going to be a pretty good quarterback coming out. Coming out.
Yeah, but the knock on him is that he can't throw a football more than 30 yards.
Right.
But
for as much curls as he seems to do,
yeah,
we'll see what he comes out there. But Trevor Varnell might be the steal of the draft. I think the Chargers are going to have a not so nice draft again. Unfortunately for that organization and the young man that we thought had so much potential, but is looking like Dwayne Haskins and Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing much. I think I'm good to go. This media train is running out.
Yep. G Fuel's wearing off.
Exactly. I think it's time to get to the nitty gritty and
Let's get this
perform
show
our
on the road.
administrative tasks for the draft. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We had over double-digit viewers for this. Just really have a good draft, everyone.